Dutch van der Linde sat by the flickering campfire, his silhouette outlined against the vast expanse of night. The stars above twinkled faintly, indifferent to the struggles of the man below. He gazed into the flames, their restless dance reflecting the turmoil within his own heart. Once, Dutch had been a dreamer, a man driven by an unyielding belief in freedom and equality. "We don't live like the law says we should," he often proclaimed. "We live as free men and women." To him, society's rules were chains, and he was determined to break free. Alongside his closest friend, Hosea Matthews, Dutch built a family, a band of misfits who believed in his vision of a better life, one where they could live without fear or judgment. In the early days, they were heroes in their own eyes. Robbing the rich to provide for the poor, they earned the admiration of those society had left behind. Dutch was a charismatic leader, a man of words and ideals. "I wanted to build something," he would say, "something better than the scraps they gave us." But ideals, like men, are fragile things. The cracks began to show after a failed job in Blackwater. They were forced to flee, hunted relentlessly by lawmen and bounty hunters. The pressure of survival started to weigh heavily on Dutch. His speeches grew longer, his plans riskier. Yet even as the others began to doubt, Dutch's belief in his own vision never wavered. "We need money," he told Arthur Morgan one night, his voice filled with conviction. "With enough money, we can escape this life. We can go to Tahiti, Australia, wherever we want. No one will chase us there." Arthur, ever loyal yet increasingly wary, simply nodded. "Whatever you say, Dutch," but the money never seemed to be enough. As the gang moved from place to place, tensions rose. Loyalty was tested, and Dutch's decisions grew more erratic. He began to see betrayal in every corner, even among his closest allies. His paranoia became a poison, spreading through the group. "They don't believe in the cause anymore," he confided to Micah Bell, whose own ambitions fed Dutch's fears. "But we'll show them all." The turning point came in Saint Denis. A grand heist at the city's bank ended in disaster. Bullets flew, lives were lost, and the gang was left shattered. Dutch, however, refused to take responsibility. "They set us up," he roared. "This isn't my fault." From that moment, the man who had once inspired hope became a figure of distrust and despair. His dream of freedom had become a nightmare of desperation. Arthur, who had always been Dutch's staunchest defender, began to see the man behind the mask. "You're losing yourself, Dutch," Arthur said one evening. "This ain't about freedom no more. It's about you." Dutch's response was cold. "You either follow me, Arthur, or you're against me." By the end, Dutch van der Linde was a shadow of the man he once was, a leader who had lost his way, consumed by his own ideals and the cost of keeping them alive. As he walked away from his fallen comrades, his voice echoed faintly in the wind. "We're all just trying to survive, Arthur. In the end, that's all there is."